YouTube. What it do? This is HxnchxTV. You now tuned in to my latest drop. And if you made it this far, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And just know, your time here is highly respected and greatly appreciated here on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Keep your hands up on the dash.
I just want to roll my window up.
No, you're not. Step out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Do not roll the window up. Oh, stupid.
You don't have the right to hold my window, sir.
Get
You're
out of the
being
vehicle.
recorded. I'm not getting out of nothing.
Stop.
You're not
Get out of
getting
the vehicle.
Sir, have I committed a crime? You have not articulated a
I'm
crime.
telling you to keep your hands up on the dash.
What's your reasonable,
hands up on the
articulable
dash.
suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
Open your door.
Alright, so before we continue this video, I just want to kind of enlighten the viewers that aren't aware of what RAS really is. So RAS is reasonable, articulable suspicions. This is something that offers need in order to detain someone. And to put it in a nutshell, right? So RAS is basically an officer pulling you over because he smells the odor of marijuana in your car, right? So he detained you. That is reasonable, articulable suspicions. It's a fact, right? Another example of RAS is you swerving to the traffic light through traffic, and you may be driving erratic. Excuse me. And the officer, they stop you and pull you over under the suspicions that you may be under the influence, right? Simply because, you know, your eyes may be dilated, you were swerving in traffic. Like, that's RAS. That's reasonable, articulable suspicious, right? It's concrete proof, right? Those are grounds to detain you. And by all means, I'm no expert in this. However, I do have a basic, simple understanding of the laws, right, and my rights. As you can see, this officer, he did not give this gentleman any type of reasonable, articulable suspicions on why he pulled him over. He just pulled him over and demanded that he get out of his vehicle. You're supposed to let the supposed suspect, if you will, know why you pulled them over. Prime example, you in traffic and you get pulled over. The officer, he walks up to the window. Normally, he would knock on the window and say, "Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?" You answer, "No." He says, "Well, you got a broken tail light. You're turning on your turning signal back 50 yards away. You're swerving and you cut somebody off." And, you know, they will give you a reason, right? However, it doesn't look like this tyrant ass officer gave him a reason. It looked like he just demanded that he get out of his vehicle for whatever. I don't know.
You're turning us into something it doesn't need to be.
I'm not even doing anything. You're escalating.
I asked you to keep your hands up on your steering wheel and you refuse to do so. Roll your window
My
down.
hands are here.
Roll your window down.
Now, another thing I want to point out is, although this gentleman here is being, he's giving pushback, being aggressive as the officer is, he's still respecting what the officer is saying for the most part within his rights, right? And what I mean by that is, sure, the officer may have demanded that he get out of the vehicle, but obviously this gentleman, he knows his rights. And when the officer says, "Hey, I'm giving you an order and I'm telling you to put your hands on the vehicle," this gentleman recognizes that that is for safety precaution. So he puts his hands on the vehicle to let the officer know that he is no threat while still standing his ground, basically. Nothing wrong with that.
Sir, you're giving me orders for what? How are you giving me orders? You're a public servant. You work for me.
Exactly. It's for my safety.
It's for my safety too. I don't trust you. You was just about to pull a fucking taser on me for nothing.
Correct.
I haven't committed a crime. There's no victim. There's nothing.
You did y'all notice how he realized he was being recorded? Look. Look. You see how when he realized he was being recorded, all that shit, he toned all that shit down? That's because he know he being a tyrant right now. That is not how you are supposed to be serving and protecting your community. That is not what you swore to be when you took that oath. He's doing everything that he should not be doing right now, and this is why you will see him change his demeanor.
On me for nothing. I haven't committed a crime. There's no victim. There's nothing.
Step out of the vehicle.
For what?
Because I'm asking you to.
I don't want to.
That doesn't matter. You don't have a choice.
Yes, I do. I haven't committed a crime. Can you call your supervisor, please, sir? No, I asked for your supervisor. Call your supervisor now. And I would like my lawyer.
That's fine. Keep your hands up on the door.
So one of the smartest things you can do in a situation like this is do exactly what this gentleman did and request a supervisor to come de-escalate or diffuse the situation, because obviously this tyrant officer does not know how to de-escalate or diffuse the situation, especially when he hasn't followed the proper procedures when it comes to pulling someone over. When you get pulled over in a situation like this and it's beyond your control, do request a supervisor, because usually the supervisors, if they're not tyrants themselves, they will come and de-escalate the situation and just send you on your way, especially if you on some fuck shit like this, right? Now, do I recommend people get overly aggressive and, you know, be all arrogant and shit like that? No, I don't. Because I do see people out there that do be doing that shit, and it normally doesn't turn out the way that they expect it to turn out. But I do encourage you to be enlightened on your laws, and I do encourage you to stand on business respectfully. You can get your point across without getting into a shouting match or being overly aggressive verbally with an officer. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this clip in the comment section. If y'all think this dude was overly aggressive and doing too much, let me know in the comment section. If you think he stood on business and he handled it the correct way, let me know in the comment section too. This is HxnchxTV. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next drop. Peace.